Good morning, Atlantic High School. Welcome to the 2018 Eye of the Needle. I'm Halsey Bailey and I produce Eye of the Needle with Trevor Wendt. On this semester's show, you'll see some new faces, including Charity Williams as news anchor and Noah Bruckner with sports. We are also adding classroom news, which is reported by journalism production students. This week, you'll meet Chloe Davis. We will continue to have some surprises from Noah Rutherford and his crew of Marcus Duranzo and Giles McCoy, as well as specials brought to you by John McConkey, Dylan Sontag, and Logan Templeton. As always, we strive to bring you accurate, helpful news as well as a smile or two. Thank you for watching the Eye of the Needle. And now here's Charity Williams with your school news.
Last Friday, Heather McKay held a group Zoom chat during third period where every AHS classroom tuned in. Mrs. McKay addressed the recent conflicts in our school. She encouraged students to support each other and is open to any suggestions on how she can help. The bathrooms in the 400 hallways have been out of commission due to a backed up drain. The problem was fixed briefly on Friday, but resurfaced the same day.
This building, underneath all of the carpet, is straight up concrete, and so Camlin's, who we've been fortunate to work with, has been trying to problem solve, work through the drains, etc. But we think we're going to actually have to probably break up some of the flooring to get to it. Camlin's was coming again today, using the blueprints to try and to see if they can use enough cable to actually get to where it's plugged up. If we can't get that cleaned up, we might have to go under the carpet in the hallway, and we might have to cut a 12 by 12 piece of carpet out and try the best to patch it back in. And especially whenever you're dealing with anything that is construction and plumbing related, a lot of times it's not until everything is actually completed that you truly have an idea. But it's always costly.
Now here's a classroom update video brought to you by the journalism production class. Thanks, Chloe.
Hello, I'm Chloe Davis. The first period journalism production class is entering the video training unit. On January 24th and January 25th, they practiced using wide, medium, and tight shots for a sequence, working in groups of 3 students. Each of the groups was sent to find a class or situation to capture using various shots. It was fun learning all of the features that cameras are able to do when recording, Pluma Pross said. On Friday, the class sat around a computer in the journalism lab and viewed other groups' projects. Journalism advisor Allison Berryhill said she was impressed with the practice her students completed. On Monday, the students were assigned their first video assignment. To meet the criteria, they must have at least 20 shots that are 6 seconds long. Also, the shots must be edited with music, titles, trim, and sequence. The project is due on February 6th.
Now here's Noah with the sports.
Thanks, Charity. In sports this past week, senior Scott Leonard had a career-high 40-point game against Red Oak. In wrestling, we had 3 conference champions this past weekend: Cole Hansen, Chase McLaren, and John McConkey. Sectionals will be held in Atlantic this Saturday. In girls basketball, Bailey Newell led the Trojans with 12 points last Friday in the game against Red Oak. The archery team will compete in a tournament at Diagonal this Saturday. And the boys swim team will compete at regionals this Saturday in Johnston and will participate in 7 events. Now, on to Halsey with the fine arts.
Thanks, Noah. Last Saturday, Atlantic High School Jazz Band hosted State Jazz Band at AHS. They received a Division I rating. On Monday, Diversity and Premier Show choirs performed at State Show Choir, which was also held at AHS. Diversity received a Division II rating and Premier received a Division I rating. This Friday, 7 band members will travel to Ames for the ISU band concert. They will practice all day Friday and perform on Saturday afternoon. This Saturday, the speech and debate team will participate in state large group contest at Waukee. Now let's take a look at Atlantic's very own trainer, Andy Neiman.
I went to West Bend Mallard Community High School. That's where I went to high school, and then I went to UNI for 4 years, and that's where I got certified in athletic training. And then I went to Indiana State after that and got my master's and worked there. So that was a post-professional master's in athletic training. And I played football, basketball, baseball, and golf. So I got into athletic training probably in high school is when I started to get interested in sports medicine because I had a knee injury and had to have surgery. And so that's what kind of interested me in it. And then the biggest thing is I love sports, I love medicine, and I love helping people. So it was like the perfect match of all of those for me. So in college, I had to do my undergrad degree at UNI. You do 3 years of the athletic training program. So you take classes on like injury evaluation, rehabilitation, pharmacology, which is like medicine, study different medicines that you take. Took classes on rehabilitation, so everything that relates to sports medicine essentially. You have to take an intro class to kind of gauge your interest a little bit. Obviously, I like that. So yeah, so like I said before I worked here, I worked at Iowa Wesleyan. I was actually on contract with the Henry County Health Center and worked at the college there in the high school, Mount Pleasant Community High School. And then before that, I worked at Indiana State. Oh, all the time. I always get hit up by friends and family and everybody else. Hey, Andy, can you take a look at this for me? Can you tell me what's going on? I also taught anatomy. I still teach anatomy online for Iowa Wesleyan. So, using that all the time to help and explain things to people, just answering questions. Yeah, but that's definitely family and friends asking for evals. If I wasn't an athletic trainer, what would I want to be? And that's a tough question. I don't know. I probably would have been a teacher. Either a teacher or, I don't know, something crazy and fun, like a firefighter. I don't know. I got the job here at the school through the hospital. Obviously, we share. I also work at the hospital here in town. But they had posted the job, and I was kind of looking to move closer to my family. So I have family that lives in Des Moines, and then my wife's parents are only about 2 hours north of here. So we're kind of right in the middle of everybody. So that's kind of how I ended up here. Yeah, my wife, Kat, she and I have been married for 7 years, and we have one son named Owen, who's 2 and loves football, so that's awesome. And then I have 2 dogs. Hank is a black lab, and Melvin is a little pug. My favorite part about my job, getting to work with you guys, getting to work with students, and help you guys get back to playing sports. No, so I'm a salaried employee by the hospital, so I have a lot of duties that I do at the hospital during the day before I come here to school in the afternoons. My favorite sports teams personally, Green Bay Packers, number 1. Huge Packers fan. Obviously UNI, that's where I went to school. I also like Iowa State, and I grew up in Wisconsin until I was in high school, so Badgers. I'm here every afternoon, as a lot of you guys know. I'm always here to look at injuries, talk to coaches, give you guys advice, anything you need. Contracted with the hospital for football games, wrestling meets, and soccer games. So that's kind of my contract part of it. But like I said, I'm here every afternoon as well. It's kind of part of our service from the hospital to help you guys with stuff in the afternoons.
One thing I like about Andy is he helped me get my shoulder back together.
He is such a nice guy, and he puts ice on my shoulder.
I not only enjoy that he helps me when I have some nagging injuries, but he is a good guy and he's funny too.
He is very good with the athletes and works hard at his job.
He's very easy to talk to. He's pretty funny. He's a helpful person.
Well, he's good with helping us stretch out whatever's hurt and helping us know the stretches, what to do are.
I have very bad news. AHS. Given the circumstances, I'm not going to be able to make these videos anymore. Just too much work by myself. Balancing work and school as a single mom. I can't do this anymore, I'm sorry.
Hey, you're gonna be okay. What's wrong? Oh! Oh, your lips! What happened?
I don't want to talk about it.
Anyways, why can't you make content anymore?
I just can't think of any original content anymore.
I have an idea. I brought this board game with me. You see, here, I'll get it. Oh, there you go. It's called 5-second rule. You see, there's these questions and you ask them to people and they have 5 seconds to answer them, and you gotta flip this thing because it's 5 seconds and it makes this really good noise.
That sounds Dylan Liddy. Name 3 classic pieces of literature.
Moby Dick. Yeah. Romeo and Juliet.
Good, yes!
Name 3 things you do when you wake up.
Brush my teeth, brush my hair, and wash my face.
Oh my God.
Name 3.
Whoops.
Name 3 movies with Bill Murray.
Ghostbusters.
1, 2, and 3.
Name 3 teachers in the 400 hallway.
In the 400? Is it Miller, Hawkins, and is that the 400?
I don't think so.
How you doing today? Good. That's good.
Me? I don't know.
I'm not talking to you,
Shut
Google. Say 3 words in Spanish.
KORS.
Heather, name 3 jobs our custodians do.
Scrub toilets, vacuum, and clean desks.
Okay.
3 favorite things about Noah Rutherford.
Smell, eyes, and hair.
Name your 3 least favorite things about Noah Rutherford.
He's alive. He's breathing, and his clothing.
Alright.
Name 3 types of peppers.
Jalapeno, Ghost, California Reaper Pepper.
Name 3 famous painters.
Leonardo DiCaprio. No.
You didn't even say Bob Ross.
Diseases.
Alzheimer's, cystic fibrosis, and cancer.
Those are some big ones.
Yeah.
Name 3 reasons you're late to school.
Connor, I forgot to wake up and I forgot my book.
Is Connor really a reason?
Yes.
Name 3 things that Mr. Peterson says. That's garbage.
Thank you for watching this week's Eye of the Needle. I'm Halsey Bailey.
And I'm Charity Williams.
And we hope you have a bumpin' week, AHS.